I am Shivanger.
ADUK togazira mahiti ndipei kamera nditore shoti mobva maziva ADUK Studios itori hoti.
Every great story begins with a vision, and this is ours. Welcome to ADUK Studios, a place where art meets innovation, where every beat, every frame, and every word is crafted to move hearts and minds. From a small creative dream to a powerhouse of music, visuals, and live experiences, this is a journey built on passion, risk, and relentless ambition. But ADUK Studios is more than a company. It's a family, a collective of dreamers, creators, and pioneers. Each department, each voice, each hand shaping something far bigger than themselves. And behind every movement, there's always a strategy. A voice that connects creativity to the world. Now we take you to the mind behind the campaigns, the architect of outreach, the man who turns vision into impact. Chief Scott, Head of Marketing.
Good afternoon, my name is Tonanya Shamande, or Scott Chief. Scott Chief is actually my stage name. So I'm 22 years old and I love music a lot. In ADUK Studios, I'm actually an artist, I'm a musician, and I'm also into marketing. ADUK Studios has been striving to be the best in music industry as far as the Middle East province is concerned. And we have artists like Makiwacho, like Mufasa, like Zik King, and our producer DJ Max. So these guys have been working around the clock to bring good music to the Middle East province. And it's my wish that one day they achieve their goals, their individual goals, the goals of the company. Like, Makiwach has been dropping hits after hits, and recently he's shared the stage with the Queen Tamimoyo, and as a company, it is something we all have been proud of, and it is something we all loved, and it is something which we want to see again. So that's what we've been doing in ADUK Studios. I can tell you that ADUK Studios is the future in terms of music producing. What we have achieved in a short space of time in 2025, others have taken like 25 years, 15 years to achieve. But the milestone which we have achieved is just unconquerable. Yeah, 2025, let me tell you about 2025. 2025, we have produced multiple music videos, and we are still producing multiple music videos. The CEO Chabenga has been producing nice videos. Mienzi, Lennox, DJ Max, everyone has been working in union to bring the best content, and it is what we stand for. That is part of the vision, bringing the best content to society. And our music, everyone under ADUK Studios, sing music that empowers, music that inspires, music that is religious, music that talks about society, that talks about day in, day out life. So I would recommend society to listen to ADUK Studios. Yes, I would recommend society to listen to ADUK Studios, because we have songs for the grandmas, for the grandpas, for the fathers, for the mothers, even for the dogs and for the cats. Everyone is covered. Everyone is covered. So it's just a joke, but then our music is good. And it is that type of music which brings society together. So as I'm into marketing. I'm marketing to you through this video right now. That if you find time, you can go to YouTube and type ADUK Studios and search, and you can find all the music which we have produced there. Songs from Makiwacho, songs from Fasa, songs from Ziki King, even songs for myself. They are on ADUK Studios YouTube channel. And don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. And also you can find us on Instagram, ADUK Studios. That's our handle. Also on X, ADUK Studios. Same applies for Facebook, TikTok, yeah, multiple social media platforms which we have engaged with. So, and if there is any artist out there who wants to be known, who wants his craft to be handled by professionals, join ADUK Studios any day. Scott Chief signing out.
Marketing spreads the message, but the magic? The magic begins here. The recording studio, the heartbeat of ADUK Studios. This is where silence becomes rhythm, where raw ideas are sculpted into timeless sound. Every knob, every mic, every vibration carries the weight of culture and the promise of legacy. And in the center of it all stands a craftsman of sound. DJ Max, not just a producer, but an architect of frequency. From underground hits to anthems that move crowds, his fingerprints echo across every beat that leaves these walls. Now step inside his world, where creativity is captured, refined, and released to the universe.
My name is DJ Max. Is Maxwell Mupota ndo rinozikana nemamwe mapetowetsi atakadzidza nawo musikuru vasati vakuziva kuti kuna DJ Max.
Who or what inspired you to begin your artistic journey?
Right. Iri panyaya yekuinspire inyaya because ndakainspire nemamwe maproducer matatu, so kana kuti 3 producers ndo andoti okutanga DJ Tamuka ndo magician kana ndonokanga magician kana katora but akasikawo kuti ndiwo Max 850 magician ndambotaura pa but magician akasiyana manje nekawo kakuti hawo ndo wakainspire, right? Totevera ipapo kuna Metro ndo akachitaura kakuti tomudira bounds 808 kairo 808 ana plus mandira zvisiyo zvondodira just like that. Kuita manje vakutongoramba chingoti inspire multi spirit avakugona makisi ichishoni parampara one spirit. Spirit social.
Okay. How do you stay inspired or motivated?
I stay inspired. Nevafana vari kupinda muindustry kunyanya vari kutotanga kupinda muindustry. Kune vakaita leseri vandikupenda siita, kune anonzi Captain Britain havaroni, right? Yeah, andondinspire kupinda kwakatoita mugero kutondibudza kuti inini
What is one moment in your career you will never forget?
Imwe show imwe yatakaita paNazarene mukuba, so saka tatipane imwe show takangopiwawo mukana wokungoti woti tiperform ende wafangazi veJPC kuimba akaingore minana watu akaipa the song yakaduma, right? Takapiwa ukangu akandikiti kungoperform avatalenti kungoratidza ungoshoshi kuti togonawo pakadii ndopatakavaitirawo mastaira ese manje hazvidavado aende ipapo vakadii vakanakirwa ivo pachavo vanoona tisiri ipapo futi nerimwe ngoma hatingamuti risende vatitore risende ratakatoitawo seopen vhesi tikatoonawo tatova show rakutodi ratova pastage nemukomana nani natami moyo ane gremi award akuti gremi ranama avanotizeva sakakuwana gremi but akanama vanogona vasiso vanogona.
How do you use feedback and criticism in your development?
My way, feedback, criticism, you're trying to do that because no such a do sorry or do need to do rambo to shanda. To sorry or quick and go through. Because one pound oh, maximum Maria's boys don't go. We're going to put a baseline. Kikire rogaisariya risiri redhanzo vakaisa kikire avo vasiri redhanzo vanoo saka nechitonazodzidza manje anoona vanenge vachitodaro kuti peno zvakadai but kune vamwe vanozoita haivaona kuti criticism atongosiyana navo avo vakadaro avatongosiyana navo because kune vamwe vanongoshorawo unoziva kuti kune maenemies vagarawo kune vanonatsorinda kuti avo vanhu ava varikukomenda vachinazoziva kuti vari kudetsera kuzoti vanhu vanongotaurawo ngoti jasi uda ngokubuditsa mugemu haiwavo zvinoti siya zvidariki yanoona.
What is the next big thing you are working on or excited about?
Katangine kwanza waweka umaji kwa visuals tasingazvikwanisi zvikwatiri zvazvitori tasingazvikwanisi zvazvakatooma chaiko chaiko kutonzi taita mavhidhiyo saka vakazotopindirawo vantu studios ndopakatoti tanga kutoitawo mavhidhios and stuff saka chitori chinhu chikuru ende tiri panyaya iyoyo tatiwati
Okay, what is the next big thing you are working on or excited about?
Very excited nepakutiwo manje tuzamada kubuild a family namwe social media ZBC manje saka vachambire vanhu vachitidetsera kuti kupushawo music yedu zvinhu zvitori zviombe kwatiri anoona manje.
How do you deal with competition and industry politics?
Industry politics.
Yeah.
Right. Ipapo pamacompetition apa kugara tangoisa x
Don't compete.
We don't do competitions. It's to go mirror as a family. One thing I do family takatoenda zvimwe zvese zvatomboisi chedu chatomboita kugadzira music as a ADUK family tonakidza mafans toreleasa pane mahora ari pamberi apa atokakugadzirirai mahora. Saka tongotiwo vanhu rambai kuchisubscribewo pamakaunti edu yekutanga iyoyi yaADUK Studios yepaYouTube yakakosha, zisingaiti ungangoibaiwa chikanzi subscribe. Chikumbiro zvedu mafelo vari kunze kunyange vari ese kutaura kuSouth Africa, because amapiano togadzira. Saka ngavasubscribe vakamirira ndembo kuti vahuti darenda tinaro, asi kana tazotadzawo ipapo vanogona kuzongotisiyawo, asi ngavambotangawo mambotiwawo hatotenda.
CEO vision. Behind every great studio is a leader, a captain who carries today's challenges and tomorrow's destiny. At ADUK Studios, the CEO is not just a manager of business, but the keeper of vision. He looks beyond the present, guiding us toward bigger stages, bolder projects, and new horizons. Here, decisions are not just about numbers, but about legacy, about shaping a studio that will outlive trends, outlast noise, and inspire generations. In this next chapter, we sit with the CEO himself as he reveals the current path and the future vision that will define ADUK Studios.
Hello world, I'm Kudakwashe Chachkoka. My second name is Malik, and I am known as the Chief Executive Officer of ADUK Studios. And right here is my brother, Chabenga. What's up world? This is Chabenga. So today we're here to talk about ADUK Studios, how it started, our vision from the present, the future, and the past, how it all came along together, how we all managed to make the teams, how we all managed to coordinate and come up with one of the most dominant companies in Zimbabwe. ADUK Studios started a long time ago. We got established in 2022, but then it takes it back even before the time of COVID, where we just link up as boys, freestyles, go to studios, record, until we all came up together and said, you know what, let's start our own company, let's have a vision where we all collaborate, we all coexist, and we all help the next person to go further. And that was the birth of ADUK Studios. And most of the people, most of the employees, although they're not employees, most of the artists, the creative directors, the executives at ADUK Studios, they're all artists. They all have a feel for music. They all live and breathe music. It's in their backbone. They felt the vibes, the tunes, before they even came out of their mother's wombs. So it's a dominant company. It's a dominant company. I will let Chabeng explain the services that we do. Basa rakawanda riko ADUK Studios. Tinogadzira mangoma, tinorekoda, tomixa, tomaster, torova futi mavidhiyo. Variko mavidhiyo futi. Vanotora, vanozuma, vanocapture. Nyango futi vanoita zvemashows, vanojambisa pamaspika. Pastage. Kwete kujambisa pamaspika, vanojamba pastage. Nyango futi maspika nemuscams, vanojamba futi kana masingasviki. Zvowanikwa futi kwaDuks. Zviriko zvese zvamoda.
That's right.
Yeah. And I think we have answered or gave you guys a good introduction to what ADUK Studios is about, and we'll now answer the questions from the public.
What was your first introduction to music and art?
My first introduction to music and art, I think I said that in the beginning. My first introduction to music and art was when I was given birth. The doctor slapped me on my ass, and it was game since then. Yeah.
Okay. What is something people often misunderstand about your craft as ADUK Studios?
Something that people most misunderstand or often misunderstand, or something that they don't get directly as ADUK Studios. ADUK Studios is a collaborative place, not a place where people just come and work and go. In a collaborative place, we expect that people now come in the environment, work together with the different departments that we have. ADUK Studios, which is the music and sound, ADUK Visuals, which is now the motion pictures, the drama, film, music videos, ADUK ENT, which is now the marketing, the shows and the events. So if we're able now to coexist within those three departments and people understand how those three departments work and are able to use all our resources and utilities and tools that we have in all those three different or additional departments which are going to be there in the future. Since we're talking about present, current, and future, but currently, if people are able to utilize the three different departments that we have, they can create something for generations, content, movies, films, anything you can think of, because the studios are there and they are there to do that specific work indeed. So people should understand and look at our catalog fully before they just assume that we just do sound or we just do movies or we just do events. We are there, we are everywhere. Yes.
What does success look like to you?
Success to me as chief executive officer of ADUK Studios, I would say success is when everyone in the team gets a Grammy. Either directing, either music, either what. A Grammy and Oscar, international awards, Black Entertainment. Yes, sir. Yeah. Tyler did it. We're from the same region, bro.
Yeah,
So what's the problem with that?
Yeah.
So guys, let's not dream about aiming for the sky. Only. Don't aim for the sky, aim for the stars. At least when you fall, you will land on the sky. Yeah. Or on the moon. You may never know, but stars are feather.
So, what role does fashion and image play in your brand as ADUK Studios?
Fashion. What I can say about fashion is, we do have, okay, let's look at this. Right now we do have models who work with ADUK Studios for modeling. They're doing their craft, they're working on their crafts. And then before I even answer that question, right, I would also like to say we also are working on a fashion department. We're not gonna have our own fashion brand and our clothing line and all that type of stuff. So it's something that's still in the process, something that we're still working on. Models, feel free to hit us up. And yeah, we work on something. So fashion is art, bro. Fashion is an art, it's a statement. People know who you are from the way you dress. Some people dress to impress, some people don't. You know, but as ADUK Studios, being authentic, you know, having that unique brand where it reflects and just shows who we are as the company. That's something that that's something that we'll look forward to. I don't know if I answered the question.
Yeah, I answered it correctly.
Studios build the foundation, but it is the artists who give it a soul. They are the voice of the people, the rhythm of culture, the fire that lights the stage. And among them, one name is rising fast, Maki Wacho. He is not just making music, he is telling a story. His story, a journey of challenges, persistence, and raw ambition. From his roots to his rise, from his struggles to his triumphs, Maki carries with him the promise of tomorrow's sound. Now, step into his world, the journey, the projects, and the dreams that will soon echo far beyond these walls.
My dear guys, bro, I hope you good, I hope you well. Starang the Maki Wacho, the better when you make not chikwevi. I do Afroism dance, and doing Jango Baranins Afro pop, nezim danzo, and I'm a singer, songwriter, and a composer, and I'm also a performing artist with that. My shows to stage at Metro Mango, my to fire. I work with DJ Max, 850 Medicine, do National Bagdara, Tobakum Kobo. So I get the Gate Ambassador representing Koba. Chitai say Koko, Pushamango, Machitase, and Tiripo Boys, Majaro, Majari, Mora support, and also one of my pages here. It's just my coach McDonald, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or you can also get my stuff at ADUK Studios. Not one at Story Korea Zara, message roll. Yeah, or anyone don't need to worry food because I talk at them. Snap Jerry because they got only 5-star. I want to get ambassador. I don't know what you're around for it or Nakita. I see. So, I want my water. Yeah. Katanga mangoma ndrimu digi then genre nakatanga nayo yanga iri hip hop was team ndakara naro ndailinga naro raingweta hip hop so ratanga ndire repa chairo ropedza mabhasi nokuti say was used to chill around chiro ma freestyle so was a rapper. Then I remember like by rhythm rakambobuda inzi one piece so rekwa simplex like let me try this genre. Then do para try genre that one sim doesn't ready to go. I want to push him down. So then I want to notice I'm in love with like Nigerian music, that Afro pop. That compose this sound. Then that this song, the After Change. It was like an experiment. If it's not good there. Then I released After Change. I go a song to tell me that after change, and then I go to change. I get body to monitor something because usually I'm inspired. Never until like when I turn out to Garana, but when you know, but when you like this step, then when you're now daily like a Karakwaka, like so anything was some Nazo was no concert with you. So if I'm not song after change, it was an Afro pop song, where my face ever so I know. Everybody is around already. I'm not going home. Then I'm going to push Afro. So now I'm going to balance the sound, the Afro pop, listen dance. So those sounds. Mostly I do my songs MK, my songs love, my songs motivate, and I also do gospel. So to my mind, I'm parents gospel, more believe from now on to push more believe from now on. I'm a parents on gospel. Kakaipa chimbona matamwana with the prayer and ngodiwa maize so gospel tune floating chako zetina ipira so I was one of just for interview as well as one so then I also do drill hip hop do raw food and I'm going to rap so ka rap kari memo maize kakasara so I do hip hop, I do drill, so I like to do an experiment. I'm more dance, no more Afro, no more hip hop. So for me, you can expect anything else to what it because I will see which you need to wear the cheap boys. No one can go for the certain woman. I can never predict when it comes to my sound. I'll see which you wear the cheap. So that's me, my Kiwacho. She's where my water, Kito ambassador. Yeah. Right.
Saka gore rineri makaribudisira mangoma mangani gore rineri?
Gore rineri panobudisa mangoma 3. One day is ranga replace na orangu ronzi relay. Then two angari ma feature remere ronzi boys remkoba na ndakaimba na zip. Then ndimwacha ndakafeature pa song ya Mfasa inonzi Nzwisisa.
And then mamwe pane mamwe ratiri kutarisira mugore rineri.
Yeah, tine ma projects akati one day. Tine ma projects akati one day pachafarwa. They've been working for my videos. Ne song inonzi ndiwakatanga nekudena. Kwe team rare violence rare right. Mungwera watch out for the song. Kwera inonzi pagede as love songs hombe yeah very anyway this one inonzi Kepele Close ndakaimba na Young Saint this song where I'm a piano then this one inonzi Pressure and free ne EP regoya when the boys remkoba EP right Pajafaro okay sai makatanga kuita zvimangoma rini man tongoti ndakatongokura nyowera zvimangoma then kuzorekodha ndakatanga 2020 ndomandakazotanga kupinda mustudio ndichiita sei but kubva nditori mupana mangoma anga agara atongori mukati.
Okay. Saka first song yako mustudio unonzwa kuti ndeyarini here ndegore ripi?
Ndadhibha hangu but zita ndichiri kuriziva inonzi hangu Teta Mari, so yakaita uri feature yehip hop. Right. Yakaita uri feature yehip hop inonzi Teta Mari.
Okay, Teta Mari.
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you define your style or sound?
Okay, style music yangu inonzi Afro Sim Dance. Combination ye-Afro pop ne-Sim Dance. So ndongozvibatanidza zvese mabhitsi anenge ane Afro then kozoita Sim Dance like anako so ndanda kuimba so ndongozvicombine kuti ive sound ine natural kainako.
Okay. Zanzi, how do you stay inspired and motivated in the music industry?
Okay. Like my fans ndo vanondimotivate vanongoita ndirambe ndichipusha because vanongobvunza kuti kongoma wazodii ndo ndatofila motivated kuti masidumo.
Yeah. Tikanzi, what's one moment in your career you will never forget?
Panakaimba natami iyoyo handipita kaikanganwa vanakasiteja natami moyo kumaburnouts. That was a best moment because ndakaona advice ndakaona kuti zviri possible kutolenga nemabig artist muchitoenda mberi ndakadzidza zvakawanda. Never forget that moment.
Okay. Tikanzi, what kind of message or story do you tell with your work, with your music? Unopa message yakaita sei?
Okay, mostly it's about motivation. Kuti chero zvakaoma sei tinosvika. And I always preach kuti vanhu vagare vari happy, kuti zvisafungisise, musanyanyodhipisa, ngatingonakirwa tichidi tifara nemangoma tichingospawa zvinhu zvitoende. That message andowanzopusha.
Okay. Kanzi, what's one thing you have learned with working with other professionals in the music industry?
Like being humble and to be like professional. We are not saying. Nona kuti zvakawana kuti zvakawanzobata time sando zvandakadzidza nekuva humble ndakazvidzidza.
Okay. Skabva zvanzi, if you could talk to your younger self today, what advice would you give him?
Ndongomuzva kuti usatarisa kuti hapana chakati, handina masikamera, handina mari ekustudio, handina mari yemarketing, zvaona izvozvo masituzi chingoshandisa zviripo izvo kutopusha anotoenda mberi musanyatsa zvakawanda chingopusha ati yako believe mauri kuita production.
Okay. Skabva zvanzi, how do you handle public attention kana kuti public pressure?
Okay, ndingotarisa like kwandakatangira like ende chinoita ndirambe chakandiinspire nditange music ndichanongotarisa kuti tisazonyanyorwa public pressure nekuita zvinhu.
Okay. Skanzi, what role do DJs and producers play in shaping your music career?
Play a role as a producer. Don't make sure the music is so perfectiwa. Nepane nichibhaisa because it's perfect. Unozoti body chiboka the music yako yakadai so I want to shape out music ito ndazvifambi kana sina maproducer hatina because ndooneta kuti idea yedu sema-artist into life itoita zvese bo.
Yeah. Kanzi, what's your biggest goal for next year?
Biggest goal is like toda kuenda national. Toda manama kuti music yedu inspire vanhu vakawanda iriche vanhu vakawanda all over Zimbabwe. I think ndo goal ready next year.
Kanzi, how do you want the audience, kind of your fans, to remember you?
I want to remember as a person I push music, any message. If I have a father, I be humble in music. I can have a strong positive message.
Okay, positive.
So,
how has the industry changed you personally?
Okay, it has changed me personally to that because it really motivates like hard work. ndidzidzo nevanhu zvakanaka, ndikonekta nevanhu, mabondi chichi, ndidzidzo zvakawanda.
Saka iwo semunhu ari muindustry yemusic ari mufield wakutozivikanwawo kuti obvious hauzisiri upcoming mumaregions akawanda muzimbabwe. Une message yakaitawo sei yaungapawo kune munhu wachangosumukirawo kana kuti kuna kutongowisha ungoti hari muzuva ndauzoitawo zvemangomawo?
Just believe in yourself. Because you know believe amaure vamwe savazobelieve. Saka iwe believe in your music, believe in your art, believe in your sound. Ungoramba uchipusha ipapo. Zvinobuda,
zvinoita.
Zvobuda.
Ndoyega message yamunayo.
Ndoyega. Zvimwe unozoona mberi.
Wazoona mberi zvichienda. Hapana chimwe chinhu chamungadawo kuvaudza?
Chiripo. Then I just wanna thank the ADUK Studio family. Kuna Chabenga, DJ Max, my videographer ekwedu, vanoita zvemashows like manager nechichi kuti aiwa tovaita kuti tisvike panapa nhasi tirambe tichipusha aiwa. Big up to you.
This is only the beginning. You've seen the minds, the voices, the vision, but our story is far from over. ADUK Studios is alive, growing, evolving, reaching higher with every project, every artist, every dream. And this is just episode 1. Join us again as we open new doors, reveal new stories, and continue to show the world what happens when art meets innovation. The journey has just begun, and you are part of it.
Ini ndopika manzi, umwe ndoyobhora kunge kobha.